Hey y'all, Dekumon here, and welcome to the finale for Metaphor ReFantazio. Sorry if I sound a little out of it. It is 5 in the morning right now as I am trying to finish up this editing for today and trying not to be too loud as I wake everyone up. But yeah, as you see, once again, we split the video. It was massive. It was way too bloody long. I knew I would have to do it. Sorry for leaving you guys on the cliffhanger right after we beat Lewis, but well, let's just say there's still quite a lot of video to go, so let's get right to it. Oh, you're back to being normal, Louis.
I think we've won this one. So the power I have now is not enough. The Magler drawn to the royal scepter has faded more than I expected. Just as I thought. I would be a fool to underestimate you.
Mm-hmm.
But I made a decision that day. Even if history remembers me as a destructor king, I will put an end to the injustices of this world.
Oh, it'll remember you as a destructor, but king? Nice try. That's my job.
What? What are you?
Hmm?
I commend you. Clearly no half measures will do. If I'm to take your lives, I must stake my own. And all its power.
Dude, look at the crazy eyes on Luis right here. Look at them! He's going completely batshit crazy. Oh, he's gonna turn himself.
We can't get close.
Isn't he?
It's tremendous aura.
That's his plan, isn't he? He's about to turn himself into a friggin' human.
I have a vision, and you will interfere with it no longer. Wait!
Ah, I'm blind! Eh? Hmm? Oh!
It's his gauntlet runner.
The hell is that doing here?
Luis still has the royal scepter. If we let him buy time, there's no telling what he'll do.
Well, I guess we're just jumping on then.
Bloody hell! We can't even go after him.
There's no time to go back down to land and reorganize. We'll do whatever it takes to get that scepter back before the dawn.
Oh, crud. Nearest! Oh god, it's evening now all of a sudden. Please tell me our runner's back up and running. Or flapping at this point.
Bastard Luis took to his sky runner.
I know, how's ours?
Yes, we know. Can you go after him?
It'd be suicide, lad. Oh, suppose it's too late to back down now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was saving some reserve power for the trip home. But if we're using it here, we're using it here.
The Gauntlet Runner's nearing its limits. Even if we catch up to him, we may not have a way to get into the Corridorus. But we don't have a choice. We need to put a stop to Lewis, to the destruction he would cause. My poor Gauntlet Runner.
Batten down the hatches and brace for the storm.
Here we go.
Hold to it now, get in! I'll just fire up the
what?
Look over there! Enemies!
Oh, come on!
Ugh, of all times.
There's a whole friggin' horde coming!
Wait, how many are there? Where did they all come from?
I have no idea.
He's trying to slow us down. Ain't like Luis to put off a fight, but I suppose he's too cornered to be picky anymore.
Hold on! The old girl's still barely holding together. She can't take off that quickly.
What do we do?
Crud.
Your Highness, you get in the runner first. We'll buy you some time for takeoff.
Wait, you expect me to do this fight solo? We can fight them together, man.
We can fight them together. No. Even if we get the Skyrunner off the ground, it'll all be for naught if anything happens to you. No need to fuss anyway. We'll just kick them around for a bit while preparations are underway. Does that work for everyone else?
Fine. Suppose I'll keep you company.
Oh, man.
Had you not suggested it, I would have done so myself.
This is the point of the story where I have to play solo for a while, huh?
What else are we gonna do? Twiddle our thumbs inside while Norris does all the work.
Nearest, don't let us down now.
Right. I'll get it done, damn it. Hop in, Your Highness.
Dagnabbit. No, they're gonna make me leave without everyone.
Well, let's do this.
We hold the line!
That is a lot of friggin' humans. Holy shit. I mean, I know these guys can handle it, but still. Oh, we went full cutscene now.
This.
Oh, come on, show us some archetype action. There we go.
Hulkenberg!
The frame rate's a bitch on this, though, I gotta say. Come on, nurse.
Got it! We're powered!
Ooh. Get them wings up. All right, Keem, time to hop on. The heck?
Good. They're going for the Sky Runner.
Not on my watch.
Let's wreck him.
Hey, what are you doing?
Sure you want to die next to me, old man? Thought you ate platypus.
Aye, it's true I don't understand you and I never will. But I know I don't hate you, boy.
Ah.
Let's go!
Aye!
Oh, God, he's got flyers too. Heave ho and away you go.
We fly!
Go get him, Stroll. Oh man.
What?
I'm so worried that everyone else is gonna die here.
And no one must protect his people! Take this!
Like, seriously. Oh man. You bastards better make it through this. Jesus. Yep. Oh man.
Finally, I've earned my title.
No! And the ladies are all down here fighting the horde.
She flies. Straight and steady. Our kingdom is in your hands, my prince.
Shit. No!
We gotta go back! They're going to!
We can't go back now.
We have to!
I don't think we could even if we wanted to.
Take cover in the back. You made my dreams come true. You and the rest of them. If we live, we'll meet again.
Oh my god, he's about to... He is, oh my god. Oh, you cannot be killing off my entire freaking party here like this, game! Oh my god. Shit, he did! Oh! Oh, I'm fucked. I have to solo now? Damn it, everybody's... I liked everybody! You can't do this to me! Oh, and it's nighttime now, even better. Oh great, I got to solo Luis.
You've lost everything, and yet still here you stand. I must say your audacity is almost admirable. However, you rejected me, and I will not relinquish the royal scepter. Since we cannot come to terms, we can only decide this through battle. I have but one final question. Prince, Do you wish to stop me? Or do you wish to be king? What is it you truly want?
I want to stop you. I want to be king. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter. No, I want to stop you more than
I want
anything.
to stop you. I see. Then I too will fight you with all that I am. For the sake of this country. But it hardly matters now. My ascension is complete. With my own hands, I will tear apart these lie-laced dreams and bury the past.
Ascension.
Here ends the royal bloodline and the legacy of the archetypes. We stand on the threshold of a new dawn, a new age.
I can't listen to any more of this. What new age? What do you know about him? All you do is destroy.
Yes! Care to answer some questions, Louis?
You refuse to believe in dreams. That's why you can't believe in anything that's gradual, complicated, and slow to change. All that means is that you give up on everything. You'll never beat us. You're nothing but a coward trying to escape this reality for one you made up.
The time for words has passed.
Oh boy. What fresh hell is he going to inflict on me now? Bad enough I gotta do this solo.
So be it.
Oh! The heck is he doing now? Oh, he's gone back into his one-winged angel form.
Such intense magla.
Eh? Oh shit! God damn it, I knew I couldn't solo this fight! Took the whole team to take him down before.
The quintessential force of the archetype. Is this all?
Now, time for some My Friends Are My Power, please.
Such strength. How? It's happening so quickly.
Behold, this is the Royal Scepter's potential. Resist no longer. As I said, I would rather not force needless death upon you. Embrace it once more. Take your true form and become worthy of my new world.
Oh, not this shit again. Oh, god dang it. Come on, I already fought this off once.
You are unfazed by the melancholy.
You call this unfazed?
Yet you thirst. Drink deep of the magma.
Oh shit, here we go. Oh god. Maybe that's how we're gonna beat it. We're gonna turn into our freaking monster form and kick his ass. I'm getting big. Either that or just the camera angle making it worse. Oh. There it is. Oh, that's the real one. That's the real one. We need to put that back.
Stop. No.
Oh. And that's how the game ends. We rip our real heart out and die. Holy shit.
Get me. Wake up! I said wake up! Hey, please.
My obstacles are clear. The boy
Open your eyes.
is no more.
Oh, there's no way in hell we're ending like this.
Please.
There's no way.
To wake up.
Huh? More? More! More! My Kingdom Hearts fan fiction! Oh, how did Sora survive this again? All right, he had like 5 hearts in him at one point. I swear to God, I'm sure I've got an extra one in there somewhere too. Oh my gosh, you cannot be doing. Oh yeah, don't mind me. I'm just dying as I go to academia.
Where? Are you awake now? I summoned you just in time. Do you remember what happened? What you've done?
What I've done? Luis cast his spell and I ripped out my own friggin' heart.
I ripped out my...
Yeah, the real one this time.
I'm frankly amazed you would go to such lengths, even to fight back against the spell. If I hadn't saved you, you really would be dead. But rest assured, we're finally safe. As for where we are far, far away from that hellish world. Do you remember the first time we met? I was sure you would find a clue in your journey that might reveal where in the world this place is. So I believed anyway.
Oh my God, he's been in the book the whole time, hasn't he?
But I was wrong. From the start. This place is... It was never of that world to begin with. No. Maybe there's a better way to put it.
Why does Moore sound like he's freaking out right now?
This is a place that exists between reality and fantasy.
Wow. It really is the goddamn Velvet Room. Seriously?
In other words, the world we've been living in is fantasy. The journey was all an illusion.
An
illusion?
That didn't feel like no damn illusion when I ripped my heart out.
There's nothing but despair in that world. And it will never get better. It's an endless, painful, irredeemable hell.
Oof. Damn, or when did you get so pessimistic?
I'd always believed that creating a utopia was possible. And if there was desire, then I thought maybe one day someone would achieve it. But I came to realize I was mistaken. In the end, a fantasy is just that. A fantasy. But all that primordial chaos only exists in that world. The world of reality is nothing like that.
I'll be honest with you, Moore. If you're talking about the reality that, the rest of us are having to deal with, it may not be as fantastical, but it still has a shit ton of chaos going on.
Really, it's an environment you should know quite well. You've come to know so much of it already. Through text on a page.
Yep.
Now, behold.
Behold? Oh! Oh, fuck me, we're in Tokyo!
Isn't this?
Indeed. It's the world I wrote accounts of in my novel.
The past.
Until now, you've thought this world a mere fantasy. But it's not.
So the world I know was all an illusion. And the world of the novel is... reality?
Surely you already know. There is no deadly magic, no prejudice between its people.
Oh no, there's definitely prejudice.
Now, all you have to do is admit that everything you've been through has been nothing but a story, just a fantasy. Then this can be your perfect reality.
Something's not right here. Something's really fucking fishy. What is going on?
Your journey of revolution was just a passing dream. Let me take you back to reality, child.
You can do that? What about my friends, though?
What will happen to my friends?
Assuming any of them survived all the BS that happened 10 minutes ago.
You don't have to worry. As long as you can accept that this place is real, everyone will be safe. That world is past any point of redemption.
What was that?
Change is impossible. The royal magic was supposed to be the turning point, but it was all for nothing.
In the end, people don't want their world to change. They just want someone to be a sponge for their infinite anxieties. That's all. You can't blame Luis for wanting to end that cycle. How could anyone accept that they lived in a world that miserable?
Dude, not like our world's much better, let's be honest. I don't want to give up. I understand. You're right. Now, fuck that. I'm not giving up.
Even so, I don't want to give up on it.
Come on, snap out of it!
Oh, fuck. More? You're messing with me! This is the illusion.
What?
Mm-hmm. Her voice.
My, such disbelief on your face. But once you stop to consider it, the ideas fall apart. Come now. Magic. Some otherworldly force capable of anything with anxiety as its fuel? A fanciful idea to sustain a fantasy world. Illusion. All of it.
I don't believe you.
Those curiosities in academia, they were there because of the place's connection to true reality. And not even they could endure.
It's really all illusion? Even magic?
You still don't believe me. Why is that?
I have unfinished business there. Because this place isn't real.
This place? I know it's not real.
Look at them. The people ain't moving or nothing.
But why? What unfinished business remains in an unwinnable battle? If I hadn't saved you, you would have died there. You don't have to chase your fears and anxieties based on some misguided concept of justice. It was all illusory, and there is no shame in accepting that. Reality is a monolith. Reality is unchangeable. So stay here in Utopia, in the place you loved reading about so much.
But this isn't a utopia.
This place, it isn't a utopia.
I've been thinking about it for some time. Does the novel truly depict the ideal world?
You mean you deny it? Will you deny that the world of the novel is Utopia?
The music's kicking in hard now. I understand now. It's hard to say it, but this place isn't an ideal world after all. And
I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
mm-hmm.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier, right?
The melody I've come to know echoes around me, rousing my spirit once more. Magic hasn't been lost.
The journey, my friends, they were as real as anything I've known.
Mm-hmm.
Why won't you understand? Please, I don't want you to die. I can't lose anything else.
I see.
Truly,
I see. That's what this is. He's pulling a keep me in this moment. He's trying to hold me here in this moment in time so I don't die in the real world. The real world that we just came from. He's like, even if I can keep him alive in just this moment. He doesn't want to lose me. He doesn't want to be alone again. Hello. The heck was that?
I see. I understand now. I remember. I had indeed lost everything.
Oh, he got all his memories back.
Despite my lofty ideals, I lost everything. Academia, the woman I loved, even my only child.
Oh my... He's the friggin' king, isn't he?
Reality isn't just cruel. It's cruel beyond any hope of change. That's why I had wished for someone to strike me down and end my misery.
I'm right, aren't I? He's the king. You hoped for death? Who are you?
Who are you?
Come on, tell me it.
Me. If I were to call myself by a name you know, my name
Yep.
is Ethlodius V. I once reigned as king.
Yes, I called it like 2 seconds beforehand. So he's the king. Interesting. Or at least a part of the king. Huh.
Or
I am half of one, to be accurate. I was born of the very magic that split the prince in twain.
Oh.
And gave rise to you.
Huh.
And this place. No, it is not real. We are inside the book you hold.
I knew it!
It served as your key to visiting.
I knew academia was in the book.
This was the form of my youth. When first I entered the ancient sanctum. Perhaps it would be best to call me a discarded shadow of idealism. I once took such joy and passion from my ideals. I truly believed that I might end the strife and discrimination that plagued our people across nigh endless years.
Damn. Did Tetsuya Nomura, like, co-write this? I swear.
But the tremendous incomprehension and injustice that defines our world, it was more than I could bear. It broke me. And Luis is likely going through the same thing.
Oh my god. Luis has a copy of the book. Are you telling me that Luis has his own version of you in his book? I swear to God if that's the case.
I want to save you from that despair. I understand now that I would do this as your father. I could not bear to lose my child a second time. If you stay here, at least you'll be saved. Do you truly still want to leave this place and risk your life to face a reality you can't change?
Yes, the battle's not over. If I stay, I've already lost.
If I stay here, then I've already lost.
You are on the cusp of dying at Luis's hands. Is that not proof enough that we lack the power to change reality?
No.
I can't let you throw your life away against that man. I must stop you.
What?
Even if you come to hate me for it.
Oh man, do not make me fight you.
Fantasy is a curse, sweet in seeming. And if I must save you from it, I will teach you what reality is.
Oh my god!
I suppose how I promised to travel the world someday is destined to be only another unfulfilled dream. Archetypes embody the power of heroes who sought to change the world. And even having mastered such power against Luis, you could accomplish nothing. I wrote all my ideals into my novel, but my love's death showed me how empty it all was. You cannot sacrifice your one life for an empty dream.
Damn, the king went through some serious shit.
I have to try at least.
Oh, dang nabbit, I did it again. Wasn't looking. I won't betray my ideals is the other option. But yeah, I still picked the one I wanted.
Why can't you see that those ideals will only invite ruin? If no one else, you must live. That world is beyond your help. Beyond any utopia. You must face reality, my son.
I don't think it is beyond help.
Charging
Defeat
in.
more.
I won't hold back. The magic seeds.
Oh, that did damage.
So you would vainly struggle onward in the real world. The novel I wrote for you seems to have kindled only ideals of naivete in you. Then even my folly has come to haunt you. My mistakes poison your life. As your father, you leave me no choice. I will put an end to this madness. This
Knight's
is for your
defense.
sake.
Defense rose dramatically.
Be reasonable.
Oh, please. You wanna know how sad that is? Watch what happens when I go 4 times in a row.
Prince! This is it!
I don't care if you have a +3 defense. I'm still gonna kick your ass.
It was in this story, in this book, where you found your ideals. Haven't you always dreamt of utopia? Why did you resist it now? Why refuse me?
Because that utopia is not real.
I will fight by this power. The magic seeds. Still here?
Why?
You were my first reader. You of all people have to understand.
Why? Come forth, royal soul.
One more.
Don't you understand?
Sorry, more.
So this is what it means to truly strive toward an ideal. What irony. After I spoke of fulfilling my dream alongside you.
I almost made that an unscathed. I could have made that an unscathed if I really wanted to.
What power. To see the archetypes brought to such heights in so little time. If you go back now, your ambitions will avail you nothing. You'll only die a dog's death. What is it that drives you so?
I'm not sure myself. You gave up. I won't.
You gave up on your hopes. But I will not.
What? You think I chose to give up? Are you this determined to cling to your beliefs? Is that truly what separates us and keeps me confined here?
Huh. Eh?
Such power. Can it be?
Am I about to get a new level, like, X archetype at the end of the game, like I usually do with Persona?
No matter how dire your fate, you never gave up. You surmounted every barrier, gathered and united soul after soul, and now, at last, across 3 nations, 8 tribes, and humankind, to unite heroes across such abyssal divides would require surpassing power. The king of all archetypes.
Yep, we're about to get a bullshit, super-powered, OP is all get out archetype.
Is that the role you would seize? A true king in body and soul.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear me? Your Highness!
Oi! Wake up, Your Highness!
How?
Hey.
Their voices reach you.
They're alive.
Even here? It would seem your future is not yours alone to decide.
I'm kidding. I'm just thrilled that they're alive. Those are my friends. I have a fight to win.
My friends are waiting for me.
Mm-hmm.
The support and ardor of your allies. Yes. The very power that reveals paths beyond your own perspective. I see. That is whence you draw your power. Neglect anxiety, and magic will lead to ruin. Even before the war of destruction, the downfall was foretold. Yet still, they met their prophesied end. Perhaps archetypes are the will of humankind of old, left to us. A plea that we learn from their failures, that we might rebuild the future ripped from them.
We don't know that it can't be done, and I want to try.
We don't know that it can't be done.
Fascinating. Even as you face down the gravest oppression of reality, still you persist. Still you seek the world's unknowns as precious possibility. I see. Well, if you can believe there is more to the story than the end I see, then it is yours to tell. Once you return to reality, this place will surely fade as the dream it is. I, myself, will not be spared. Unlike you, my other half is long gone. And any reunion, lost.
So this is goodbye, huh, Mar?
But if I truly am the idealized soul and hope of your father, then before I fade, I entrust you with the power of my life. Not as the author Moore, but as your father, the king.
The city before me is fading away. See you around. I'm back in academia. I wrote my ideals as a fantasy novel because I believed that there is power in fantasy. Though all my story ultimately did was trail in the glories of the past, perhaps yours will show us the true power of fantasy.
Now then.
So carry on as you would. Make your final preparations. My time as Maw may be coming to an end, but I can continue to serve you in that role. This could very well be my last time here. I should ensure I leave with no regrets. Like looking at this green thing over here.
Listen here.
I finally understand it all now. This is unmistakably the formula for the royal magic invoked by the king. By me. Small wonder it was found in this room, for I myself am the former king who wrote it, at least in part. The royal magic brought many wonders to fruition, but the essence of my spell stems from one simple wish.
That means...
the desire for guidance. One who would bring about the emergence of a hero, a seeker who would play an indispensable role in making this country rediscover the virtue it had lost.
However...
Not in my wildest fantasy could I have imagined that you, whom I thought long dead, would become that hero. Through the power of guidance, a hero emerges. Then the seeker archetype I awakened to was...
Yes.
After I committed the formula, I used the royal scepter to invoke the magic that would put things into motion upon my death. Once it began, those words coursed through my mind. I know not what spurred me to do so, but I wrote them all down with frantic urgency. That's why the language of a faraway land is scrawled throughout the scroll. Even now, I don't know the full significance of them. However, I can only imagine that they were an essential part in reaching the true seeker I sought. In any case, that very hero appears before me now. The cogs that have been set in motion can no longer be stopped. Oh, great hero, I entrust the future of this kingdom to you.
What now?
My man, the truth of academia. Moore's story was magically created within the fantasy novel that I carry. It would be more accurate to say that academia was created from the former king himself, with Moore at its core, as opposed to Moore acting as the creator. The eccentric interior is thought to be based on the former king's research center at the Mage Academy. Huh. And I'm still missing 8% of the shit in that stupid thing.
All right.
If you leave here, you'll never be able to return. Are you certain you've done all you need to do? Yes. When you leave that door, a predicament awaits you, if that's even a strong enough word. Luis transformed into a demon at his side, death itself.
However...
But you have already overturned your fated demise once. If you do emerge victorious and become king, you will truly have proved your ideals correct. That fantasy is not just an empty dream, but one with the power to change the world. It seems as though my novel has outlived its usefulness. Feel free to leave the old book here. From now on, you'll be the one writing the story, your own true tale of fantasy.
The kingdom rests in your hands now. If there is yet any value to believing in something beyond us, prove to me that fantasy has the power to color reality.
I will, man.
Now, onward, O King of a new dawn!
Here we go. The big fight. Oh.
Everyone, he's awake!
How am I managing this without a heart? How the hell did you guys all get up here? And how did you survive?
Considering it was we who engaged Amata's gambit, this must be rather humorous to him.
We pulled through, thanks to Norris. Can't believe he caught us mid-plummet on that busted Skyrunner.
Are you kidding? That's impressive.
Well, don't leave out Highs, mate. Wouldn't have expected his wings to be so handy.
Never again.
We're in good shape. Our wounds have already healed.
Oh, convenient.
It was all so fast. I'm still a little shocked.
Oh, my heart's backwards should be too. Oh, thank goodness.
True. It's bound to be everyone hoping the best for us below. Like what Luis did. Only the magic working in reverse.
Speaking of Luis, I imagine that's him. Round 2, buddy. This won't end well for you, I promise.
Why? Why do you still stand in defiance? What drives such tenacity? Luis, the world is full of injustice. Not everything you've said is wrong, much as it hurts to admit.
Yet, you would give up because you see no other way. And no future can come from that. We may struggle with fear and anxiety, but we shape our own destiny with our own hands.
You tell him, crew.
No doubts.
Yes, you're a man who has endured tragedy. It's foolish, I know, all this talk of belief. I know well. That said, if you cast aside all belief, all that remains is to endure a slow death.
As for me, I believe things can change. I have to. Singing and believing aren't so far apart, right? Even then, my songs touched you too. I know they did.
After I'd idealized my death more than I ever did my life, thanks to a chance encounter, everything changed for me. Now I can hope for the best, without fearing for the worst.
Mm-hmm.
The possibilities are endless.
Oh my gosh.
If you ask me, that's what magic is.
Luis, you got all these people who believe in you, because you gave them a shred of hope, and now you want to crush that hope. Maybe you're the one who's scared. Deep down, you're afraid to admit to yourself you're the one who's hopeless now.
Luis, the fairies came to live in the Sanctum. But do you know why we chose it? The Elder Tribe. We admired the people of humanity. To make our dreams into realities, we have to trust each other. When people do that, that's what makes them so amazing. If you deny the power of trust, if you make the world a place where it can't exist, then you're just plain wrong!
Fools. These false foundations. Who in their right mind could promise such fantasy?
Dude, we really got to him there. You could see it. We really got on his nerves there.
Let injustice be repeated. Never again!
Uh-oh. Yeah, I knew he was gonna monster out on us. His own melancholy is about to go overloading, yep. That's gonna be our final fight, isn't it? Melancholized Louis. Oh, shit!
His aura is entirely different. It's a magla burst. Luis is becoming a human.
Come on then! No choice now. We prove ourselves with all that we are!
All right. Big final fight time.
Go then! This is our final battle!
Dude, look at Louis!
Again, the world must be shattered, and again it must be rebuilt anew.
Dude, anyone else getting the Aldebayo feeling here? Because I certainly am.
You will die in tribute to my ideals, Prince.
We will win this. For the sake of our world.
Okay, he's got 3 targets.
Looks like we can't brute force through
Level
this
82, huh?
Mass dancer.
Oh, god damn, this is gonna suck. Alright, well, let's see how fire does.
Our new world and its ideals.
It's not bad.
Have no need.
Charging in. Lend me your strength.
Not bad at all. I don't know which one of these I want gone more.
Here it comes! In the name
Dude,
of
he
justice.
took nothing from that.
Warrior! Guards up and eyes forward. Give in.
The cold world. Oh, you god, he has 5 fucking turn icons. And he has debilitate. Okay, that's gonna be fun. Shit, got a weakness. I might need Hulkenberg for this.
The inequities of the world can only be cleansed if the strong subsume the weak. Now, be a noble sacrifice.
Oh, hell with that.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
The heck?
What? Is he trying to swallow those people? Wait, they're puppets? I'm sensing deadly magla in the puppets. Attack him before he swallows more.
Closing in.
Come here!
Emilio left him wide open.
That did not do much at all.
Of a lifetime.
Alright, I gotta switch Hulkenberg in.
Let's trade places.
Spear.
I will fight with pride. Forward! We'll do this together.
Tis yours.
The puppet's magla's fading.
There we go. He didn't like that.
To say for grab. Knight! I stand waiting.
With its sacrifices lost, the area is calm. Ah, he has Dakaja, of course he does.
Too easy.
Woo! Dodge! Lose some turns, bitch.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
The sacrificial dolls are about to be swallowed again. God damn it!
Get wrecked.
The puppet's magla's
Woohoo!
fading.
That did some damage.
That's for you. Beat him down. What I need. This might sting. Great job, Juna.
It's okay.
Now they're weak to
Come
something
forth,
new.
royal soul. The magic seeds.
Is everyone all right? Oh, power of heroes! Charging in with blade in hand! Pierce through them!
Stay in set. You better be ready.
You know what? I'm gonna charge.
Behold this power.
And its people.
For some reason I thought, no, she had a different, that was a different one. All right, Ruins Flamethrower, 3 weaknesses firing off. Ah, I missed one!
Now, Juna.
Ah, I hate when I miss them like that. Bitch. And he's weak to that, of course. Woo! Miss.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Another puppet. Wait. That's not... Oh my... No, her ears are too short for that to be,
Let's go.
Katharina.
This is it.
I stand oh, power
Wasn't enough.
of heroes! Oh, bolts of lightning!
I'm ready whenever. You're out of here.
Splat! Oh, 7,900!
Show you, Emilio.
Oh, you still got a weak spot.
Raging fire. You hit their weakness.
There we go, didn't miss that time.
Now, Juna.
I'm all prepared.
Hold nothing back!
Let's do this.
Nice. What's the matter, buddy? You keep losing your sacrifices. Ha, resist. Nuttin'. And then waste a turn prepping an ability you're never gonna get off.
New age.
Tried again. Nah.
Are you alright?
Time to show off Hulkenberg's new trick. Healing the entire party!
Here I go. Get wrecked.
The puppet's magla's fading. Watch me. Going for the weak spot.
I will fight his power.
No, not yet. I need to be taking out chunks from the other masks too. Oh, the crit was real!
I will protect you.
Oh.
Ah!
Keep those weaknesses flowing, baby.
Let's keep cool.
Thanks.
There we go. If he tries a Moss skill, I just want to bounce it. That's fine. Wasted Akunda. Omni counter! And there go all his turn markers again. Thank you! Come again.
Come forth, Royal Soul. This is it.
Goodbye!
Still up?
Wow, that thing's surviving.
Nice! I'll run you through. Right.
Good crit, good crit.
Yeah.
This should take the center mask out.
This'll be over soon.
Yep, there it goes, it's gone.
Behold this power. Burn! Don't let up now, Juna.
I Walker, lend me your strength.
Go! I stand with blade in hand. Is that all?
Bank that turn for later.
You struggle in vain. Give in to the truth. Your fantasy has no meaning whatsoever.
With no sacrifices to offer up, the area remains calm. Fine, don't care. Oh, that's gonna end badly for him.
You better be ready.
Warned ya. Alright, time to start working on Mirth.
Basilio left him wide open. Let's hit that Royal Soul. Great job, Juna.
There is no power
Something new.
in your fantasy.
The magic seeds.
By the sworn oath of knighthood.
Where's my food items? Use one of these cursed left ballots to get everybody's MP back.
That out the south.
All right. Ideals have no need for you.
Jesus. Dude, Basilio has become a powerhouse. Like, he is just a monster.
How's this?
I owe you one.
Oh, that's not gonna end well. Debilitate? Ha! Repelled.
Come on. This has to work.
Oh, thank you, Gallica.
Basilio's been hit with some kind of status ailment.
Here.
That's fine. Dekunda!
A bunch of them. Thanks.
That out the south.
I'm obliged.
There is no power.
And then you can medicall the crew.
That helped.
That helped.
Thanks. Stay in. Here I go. Get wrecked.
Boom. That does so much good damage.
Raging fire.
This is like, I love the ability to just give people weaknesses. It's so abusable.
This is it.
With blade in hand.
On you will that is my ideals.
Do your thing.
Bonk.
Watch me. This might sting. Great job, Juna.
Come forth,
There
Royal
may be
Soul.
something new.
The magic seeds.
Almost got that yellow face down. Fine. Don't think I had any up anyway, so I'm not gonna shed any tears there. Nope. 2 blocks, you're losing those turns.
Let justice prevail. Pierce through them.
Stay in.
Come here. You're out of here.
Right in their weak spot. Beat him down. This is what I need. Use your weakness. Don't let
This is it! A tough one.
Observe the enemy.
Swap out her
I defer to you.
for Yufa.
I'm ready. You better be ready. Get wrecked!
Masked dancer! Great job, Juna! Now they're weak to something new!
It's fine. Again, I don't think he had any Kundas on him. Oh. Sir, I believe some of us are wearing fireproof panties. I'm gonna be hitting the other one.
Summoner! I shall put all on the line!
Knock your attack and defense down. And there goes the Mirth Mask.
I'll give you the masked dancer! Going for the weak spot! Great job, Juna!
Come forth,
Now
Royal
weak to
Soul!
something new!
This is it!
And
Jesus.
here I go! Come forth now!
We're just abusing this poor guy.
Get wrecked!
Julio left him wide open! Let's hit that new weakness!
And he's down to 3 turn icons. I love it.
Sacrifice yourself
Oh.
to the new age.
Oh, we're trying this gag again, huh?
Watch me!
Hold on, is it already weak to fire? No, it's not.
Smash him up! Masked dancer! This might sting!
Interesting, he didn't Dekunda himself.
Let's go!
That's gonna end badly for you, my friend.
Oh, souls of kings, give me strength! Yes! The puppet's mask
I'm
was
here I
fading!
go! You're out of here!
Splat!
I call upon a royal soul! Going for the weak spot!
Behold, I walk a royal path.
Nah, give me an item here. 300 everyone sounds good.
Thank you.
That helps us out.
I'm grateful.
There we go. This Basilio's got such an absurd MP pool or HP pool there. Nah, not enough, buddy.
Sacrifice yourself.
So yes, again, you're just wasting multiple turns to this because I will beat that out of you every time. This final fight's been pretty easy. Oh, what's that? I need to extend the attack and defense downs.
Stay in. You better be ready.
You fight their weakness.
Bonk.
My world. My perfect world.
I think Basilio just split it in 2. Oh God!
Not yet. I refuse.
Dude.
I won't let it end like this.
That is fucking creepy right there. Oh, I knew this was too easy.
You will be a sacrifice. You will sustain the strong. Oh, weak one. Oh, peon.
Dude, that is fucking... Oh my God. Dude, his wings represent the other freaking tribes. They do. Look, he's got a UG eye over there. He's got the 3 eyes over there. He's got a Parapus eye. He's got a... oh my God.
Has gone out of control. At this rate, even a man of Luis's mental strength would lose his grip on sanity.
In the end, even he couldn't escape his own anxiety.
Then by his own logic, we've got to put him down. The weak deserve to die. The bastard's own words, yeah?
Yep.
If he saw a threat in our power, then let us wield it.
You can't just believe in nothing. Nobody can rely on themselves alone. It's a pitiful way to live, and it's time we put an end to it.
Luis Squeaburn! Here and now, I will strike you down!
Okay, it's time to do this. Give us our final call to arms.
All
Come
right.
on, everyone. Let's go!
This is our last chance. We've come this far.
Are you kidding me?
It's here and now. Watch me.
My crew is beat to hell here.
Maybe not.
Actually, do I have a good MP recovery? No, I don't. The best I can do, probably. Fully restores to 1, yeah. Giving everyone 100 MP still seems like the best play.
I owe you one.
Behold.
I'm back in the back line again, huh?
The magic seed.
Ooh.
Guards up, and I
Fall back.
Closing in.
And then give him that weakness to strike again. 5 turn icons. Oh, come on. Well, there goes that. Made him waste a turn at least. The link has been severed. Ooh, okay, no, we're tagging out.
Aura's overpowering. It's making it harder to fight. Just hold on.
All right, you swap for Hulkenberg.
It's okay. I won't hold back. Maybe time for some close. This is it.
No holding back. Perhaps not.
No, I need to pass.
You first. Stay in. Here I go.
That way I can get this extra turn icon.
Are you all right?
Thanks.
No, I need my team to be back up to full fighting strength.
Behold. The magic seed.
It's not yet. It's too early to fire off the heroes thing. Oh, and he's got Heat Riser too. Of course he does.
This is nothing.
What does it mean when it says the link has been severed every time? Oh, God damn it. Anxiety. Well, that's a free turn for him.
He's anxious, and they're targeting him. Magma's all gathering together.
What is this?
Oh, come on, man.
Julio's looking pretty rough. Don't push yourself too hard, okay?
Are you prepared? Guards up, and I heal.
There, that should help counter some of that.
Get him healed up.
Get wrecked.
Right in their weak spot. Speed him down, Basilio.
Healing up.
I helped.
Helpful as ever.
Damn, Basilio was taking a beating there.
Basilio's been hit with some kind of status ailment. No, a bunch of them.
Yeah, that's worth to get that off of him.
My thanks.
That helped us out. I'm obliged.
In the name of warrior. Hack and slash.
This also has the bonus of knocking his attack down. Yep, and he's gonna waste a turn on Dekaja. Ow! Oh, god damn it. Whoo, thank you, Omni Counter, costing him a turn.
Hulkenberg's guard is down.
Oh, awesome souls, do your thing.
Right in their weak spot.
Is everyone all right?
I am abusing that every chance I can. Not yet. Heal everyone first.
I knew you'd help.
I owe you. Thanks.
It's okay. We can do this. We gotta rethink.
How bad are we? Oh, we're fine. She's just down 1 defense stat. That's perfectly acceptable.
This is it.
Him being up 1 in defense is irritating, but I'm not gonna mod. It's not that bad. And I keep firing this because this keeps making him waste MP.
Stay in set. Closing in. You better be ready.
Not MP. Making him waste turns.
Ah!
Nice.
Nice.
And you can Holy Knights.
Is that all?
Feel true terror.
That's fine. Wasting his actions. I have to wonder, is that referencing the crystals we cracked earlier? The link has been severed. Oh, that's not good. He got a weakness off. Which means he gets a freaking heat riser.
His aura's overpowering.
Oh, I see. When he does that action, it costs us a turn. I see. I see. Alright, let's burn some turns of our own.
I shall fight as the noble I am.
Alright, Stroll, tag out. I actually do need Yufa back in right now.
Let's trade places.
Or not Yufa, Juna. You're gonna charge.
Observe the enemy. Blade in hand.
You're gonna Medi-Cal, so Juna doesn't die instantly as soon as this guy gets a turnaround.
Thank you.
Let's go. Hold on.
I'm gonna give us all some frickin' MP back.
Here. Thanks.
I'm obliged.
That helped. This is just what
And you're gonna Takaja this guy right in the face.
sting.
Who should I beat down first? Oh, awesome souls, do your thing.
Never mind.
Probably still better just to keep hitting him with Wanton and keeping that weakness up. Especially when that was 6 friggin' thousand.
I stand waiting.
The world of all and its people shall perish.
Hold on, I'm in the back. I need to be in the front if I want to fire this. He's under half. We're doing good.
Why can you not understand my ideals? The Nidia, a foolish people, fearing and denying solitude, be gone from this world.
Uh-oh. Does that mean he's hard targeting Juna this turn?
What's happening?
Well, he can't hard target her. Although that defense down is going to be a problem. I'll have to deal with it soon. Ha! Missed.
Falkenberg's guard is down.
She's down 2 defense stats, yeah. That's a problem.
I call upon a royal soul. Going
No, you don't, buddy.
Our new world and its ideals have no
You're
meaning.
out of here.
right in their weak spot.
Observe the
Beat him
enemy.
down, Basilio.
Oh, power of heroes. Is moving to the front with blade in hand. I'll run you through. Still standing.
I should have healed right there. I should have healed her right there.
Take it.
That's alright. That'll work.
This'll pass, dancer.
Actually, if I fire this, he might waste them. He might waste 2 turns.
You better be ready.
Get wrecked.
And I get some free damage out of it.
Is that all?
A world born of fantasy. It must not be. Be gone.
A tribe condemned. Oh yeah, this is just gonna murder. Yeah, I knew it.
Gotta wake her up.
I was right. It did just auto KO her.
Feel true terror.
Time for more turn icons. Yep.
Basilio, nice dodge.
Nice dodge, man. Oh, God damn it.
Juna's down. Someone, quick!
I got her. That's what Balm of Lives are for.
Time for my grand comeback. Her guard is down. Me.
Has it come to this?
Going for the weak spot.
I'm ready. Come here! You're out of here.
Right in her weak spot. Nice. Beat him down, Basilio.
I will not let you die.
Thanks.
There we go. Need to heal.
Thank you.
Poor Hulkenberg's defense is just beat to hell here. Yeah, let's do this. I need your defense downs to fall off.
I'm obliged.
Thanks.
Feel true terror.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose a turn. That's all he's doing. He's spending a turn to make me lose a turn.
I feel so
Really doesn't like Juna. Really doesn't like Juna.
Feel
And then buying himself more turns. Yep. Crap. Well, he can't get any free turns again. That's fine. I've got Dakunda. Ha! Couldn't have happened sooner, though. It would have been nice.
overpowering. I call upon her, making it harder to fight. Just hold on. This might sting.
Here I go.
Splat! There it was! Dude, Basilio was putting in work there. Whew! Ho! That was a good fight. That was a good fight.
But why? Why is it still beyond me?
Honestly, I think the Trials of the Dragon were harder. Oh, hey.
Breaks.
Yeah, but is Louis considered dead yet? That's the real question. Is Louis considered dead, and am I at the top of the rankings? I don't know, I'm still seeing a lot of angry red Magla fragments floating around. Oh, I think we're at the top of the charts.
Look! He's done it! He's finally beaten Luis!
There we are, number one, baby! Woohoo! I mean, Luis is basically a monster at this point. I don't think he could be king if he wanted to be.
Does this mean he's won?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not dreaming this.
He did it.
Oh.
Not yet.
Oh, god damn it.
I have my ideals. Witness!
Oh, son of a bitch! Can't you take a hit, Louis? You've lost! Oh, full animate? Yep, full animated.
Everyone's fighting their fear and anxiety. Nobody knows for sure what's right. And even through all that, the people have declared you king!
We fight for more than justice. Show him our will against his. Show him the fall of his world.
Hold fast to your ideals! 'Tis your sworn duty as king!
You wielded the power of kings. It's time to stop following their footsteps. Now it's your turn to take your place with them.
Come on, Fugly.
Your fantasy is naught but lies!
What? What's going on?
Whoa! I think it's time to show off a brand new archetype, baby. teleporter igniter? Oh, did we just yeet ourselves? No.
Now, die!
No. Fantasy is more than an empty dream. It's a dream with the power to change the world!
Nope. Holy shit! There's the overpowered archetype I wanted to see.
Damn you!
Oh, we split him heel to, what's the phrase? Yeah, heel to toe or keel to, I'm not sure. We split him top to bottom. He in pieces now. Oh, and there's the royal, well, there was the royal scepter. I hope I don't need that in the long run. Should hope not though. Help anyone in need. What is this? Completed all quests. At the very last quest of the game, huh? I finally bested my adversary Luis, who had become a threat to all mankind. Thankfully, the nightmare of an entire populace transformed into humans has been averted. This nation has some hope for a future. Oh.
That must be the Lord that governs Utopia and all worthy champions. The hero's archetype. The king. I see. At long last, fantasy has become a force that frees people from anxiety. A harbinger of change for a deadlocked reality.
Dude. Oh my gosh. See you around more. Oh no! He's back to being the king.
The people have chosen my son. With that, my tremendous gamble hath borne fruit. Thus it is that my duty here draws to a close.
And now, the novel you wrote with such passion will finally begin a new chapter.
Will you please just admit that you're my mother, please?
This voice, is that, could it be?
Mm-hmm.
But how?
While flames swept through the sanctum, I cast a final spell to abandon my body and survive in soul. I became an immaterial being among the fairies. I had to, so I might provide guidance to the child on his most perilous path.
The power of the archetypes. Was that your doing?
No. All I did was awaken them to it.
Yep.
My voice carried the words they needed to hear.
It was right. I was right. It is the mother.
That power is no great and rare treasure. It is something that might be grasped by anyone with the will to change the world.
Oh, so that's our excuse for having sequels, I imagine? Everyone gets the power of the archetypes?
And anyone has the power to change the world. Those children proved as much. Now, that boy has grasped the courage of a warrior. All dragons who still roamed the continent have fallen by his hand. For what greater embodiment of the impossible is there than a dragon? And he now possesses the power and will to quell those forces.
I see. Then he is not so weak a child that I must hold his hand. I am truly sorry. I lost all the power I once knew. I saw the sanctum burn. And you. I lost you. Once they took our child from me, all my remaining hope went with him. And so I placed my faith in the royal magic. I believed that if this world would choose him, there would still be hope.
This shall do. That boy's fight, and ours, is finally over. The people no longer need some mystic relic or some lofty magics to soothe their fears.
they have found the strength to overcome it within. Provided they can turn their anxiety into strength and never stop walking toward the unknown, reality will ever change. Their world shall be one full of possibility.
This isn't about the throne anymore. It marks the beginning of a new era, led by those who are truly worthy of the people's trust. Almost the appointed time now. The day is dawning on a new king's reign. And with it, my true passing. However, if I may truly end my life with pride in my boy and my love at my side, I've no regrets.
Thank you for the confirmation.
It's been a long road to this moment, hasn't it?
It has indeed. But for our son, a new journey now begins.
Bye, Dad. Off he goes. Oh my gosh. Dude, this has been a long-ass finale.
Heed me, all people of the kingdom. Dawn breaks and the appointed hour hath come.
He speaks. With the announcement of our new king, everything finally ends.
I now settle the long-contested succession to the throne. They who hath gathered the most faith from their subjects amassed, they who have overcome this fierce contest, the throne's new sovereign, I now reveal. Behold, your new king of your kingdom united.
Bam! My face reigns supreme, bitch.
Look! It's him! Yeah!
Yay! Look! Look, that's him, isn't it? He won!
He certainly did, love. He really did. Oh, I still can't believe it. That boy pulled it off. His Majesty, the new king.
I won't accept it! The new king is Count Luis.
I'm pretty sure Luis is dead.
You can't just crown his son after all. That's cheating, that is. Rise up, people! Riot!
Disorderly conduct will not be permitted.
Alright, you guys are still here.
Settle down. The tournament is over. Our new king has been decided, and the royal capital falls under His Majesty's rule. Threaten it, and you shall face the wrath of the crown theocracy's warrior monks.
Oh yeah, that's right. As my first decree, Sanctism is disbanded. Get the fuck out.
Bloody fantastic. They really did it.
As my second decree, Maria is now princess. I love the fact that this was like the king's whole plan, and even I kind of bullshit on that.
Again upon the royal capital, and the day of the new king's coronation arrived.
I kind of call bullshit that the king planned for the prince to be, you know, crowned king, considering he had no idea that the king was even alive. November 5th. Well, yeah, we jumped a few days ahead.
Boy, coronation really crept up on us. There's a lot of people in the crowd.
I hope I can do this.
Don't tell me you're nervous. After everything we survived already, stage fright should be nothing for you.
Of course. Not nervous. My heart's pounding.
All the same, my heart's pounding out of my chest. Is it? Nothing you're not used to then. It's just like with the archetypes. Just keep your head high.
God dang it, Stroll.
It'll be fine. We'll keep the crowd warmed up for you.
Your newfound dignity suits you well, Your Highness. Ah, but I suppose you have outgrown that title. Your Majesty. Yes, that too suits you well.
Your Majesty. I hope I can live up to that title. Oh my gosh.
By the way, saw some of them Senate fat cats hovering about, acting like they've been supporting us from the start, of course. Always on the winning side, eh?
Oh, don't worry, we'll set them straight.
Better than the alternative, no? Especially since we've got some Luis diehards among the people. I hear that many are concerned about his proficiency with statecraft. To be honest, I'm not so sure myself.
And their concern is justified. It's not as though I swayed the entire kingdom to my idealistic views.
Juna will stand as moderator at the podium. His Majesty will only be asked for a few brief answers. First, the people would know how you aim to lead them. How will you respond to that, Your Majesty?
We can change the world. I'll face any challenge. I'm not sure how I'll roll.
We have the power to change the world. All of us. I know I'm inexperienced, but I'll strive to do my utmost. With all of you at my side.
That's fine. The people have about had it with pompous monologues. Better to say what you mean with determination.
Still, there are a lot of people in the crowd who have never supported you. How are you going to respond to them?
Things won't change overnight. I'll have to try to earn their trust. I'll let my work prove my words. Yeah. I'll have to let my work prove my words. I like that one.
I'll have to let my work prove my words. With results, I hope everyone can feel that our future will be brighter.
You went from a nobody to the top seat in the nation. No need to puff up and bluster anymore, what? You'll do fine.
A ruler must only stand tall. The rest is not done alone. We are with you.
Indeed. And we're no strangers to more practical work. Whatever our tasks, I'm sure we can handle them.
Well, it is time to make your first appearance as our king. Let us brace ourselves.
Good luck.
I'll do my best. Thanks for always having my back, Maria.
Thanks for always having my back.
Well, let's go. To His Majesty, the new king.
Oh God. You people trusted me with all this, didn't you? That was a bad idea. This is still gonna be such a crazy thing. I said it was like, I'm the freaking king.
All right, a warm welcome, please. His Majesty, the new king. Your Majesty, you're so young.
Please.
God dang it, Juna.
My king, your subjects would hear how you intend to lead them.
Relax, okay? Take it easy and use your own words.
As a ruler, I've much to learn. I cannot say what I'll accomplish. And yet, I believe the world can change by our hand. And to that end, I will face any odds.
Now, Your Majesty, a few more words. Naturally, some under your rule now supported other people in the race. How do you respond to their voices?
There will be times I let you down. I know that. Only results can prove my intent. But still, even should you oppose your king, you can always believe in your own future. I will make sure of it.
There we go. I see more people clapping than not. That's the important
A nation
thing.
where dreams and fantasies are always in reach. Will surely be a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make it happen.
There you go. If you can pull that off, you'll be the finest king we've known. Well then, this is it. Your attention, please.
Oh God. No, that thing's not gonna fit on my
No
head.
lord remains for you to kneel before. Please take the crown with your own hands, my king.
Damn. Yeah, this thing looks silly on my head. Oh my gosh, we did it! We finally became king!
Ah, long have I awaited the arrival of this day.
Hey, more.
This journey has reached its end. He came to know the goodness of a hero's heart, and became the king his people had always hoped for. But as this journey ends, so another begins. I'd like you to watch over him on his path for a little longer yet.
1 year has passed since the arrival of the new king.
Oh, we're gonna have a little time skip now. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. 12:35. I'm just gonna, like, walk amongst the people, huh?
Hey, heard the news? They're finally reopening that mage academy that got closed down.
Oh.
You don't say. The famous one deep in the Montario Mountains. Really? I'm impressed. It only took them a year.
They've even paved a proper mountain road. And get this, the headmistress is none other than Lady Juna.
Oh.
What? The songstress?
Well, she is one of the king's 6 partisans. If she managed to help save the world from Luis, I expect she knows a thing or two about magic.
I see. So the rest of the party members are known as the 6 partisans now, huh?
Sounds like they plan to fully open the magic researcher's findings to the people, too. Quite a turn from when the late Sanctifex banned it.
Makes sense to me. After the clash between His Majesty and Luis last year, everyone knows you don't really need an igniter to use magic.
And that's just today's news. It's surprise after surprise, ever since us church folk got the boot from the palace.
He did listen to my first royal decree! Hard to believe it's already been a full year. Only natural that there would still be unrest amongst the people.
Even the royal knights. Their leadership was bound to the church more than anything, and now he's out on his ear too. And replaced by Sir Jaime Noctul, no less. You believe that? The royal knights, led by a Uchief of all things. Though he's one of the 6 partisans himself. When he speaks, everyone listens. No one's about to complain.
Even Parliament now invites citizen representatives to hearings.
Oh, good.
Strange to think we'd been deaf to the voice of the people until now.
Well, that's a nice change.
It's unbelievable, compared to the days of the autocrats. How swiftly the times change, eh?
Credit where it's due. I think it's thanks to His young majesty. Remember last year's coronation? Unprecedented, that. Saw heroes of all different tribes celebrating the king's victory. Celebrating among the common folk, even. They tell me some of the younger aristocrats have taken to calling it the Great Reconciliation.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. The Great Reconciliation.
It really is a tragedy, what happened to his father, the king. But considering how his sons turned out, I hope he's at peace.
Indeed. Yet the real test is still to come. The first year has seen a lot of good, but we've still got our share of problems.
That's no surprise. Can't fix everything in a year. People are smiling more now, but smiles won't solve the multitude of problems we still face.
Speaking of His Majesty, I've also heard some folks saying they've seen a boy wandering around these parts who looks just like him. You don't suppose?
Bah, can't be. Without his escorts? Besides, what business would a king have in this place?
Hey guys, you want to turn your heads a little?
Suppose you're right.
Old habits die hard. I just want to wander around town and surf on my sword. And go hang out at the Hushed Honeybee Inn, right?
mountains upon mountains of appeals from the people. How many days will this take to sort?
After all the trouble you took to flee politics. And somehow you're now the preeminent ladyship of your house. Such is fate.
Yep.
Despite everything, this year has passed in surprising peace, hasn't it? Honestly, with the royal scepter disappearing like that, I feared more dissent.
Perhaps after Luis, they swore they could never let that happen again. Either way, more and more are dealing with conflicts calmly and openly. Promising.
Mm-hmm.
It promises that I'll have an eternally cluttered desk.
Here, Your Majesty. I've brought in the next load. And there we go. Not half bad, right?
That's impressive.
Hey, isn't the king supposed to be here?
I've said countless times not to leave unannounced.
All this decoration doesn't suit me. How would Luis and Forden put up with all this damn finery? Your Majesty? Are you here? Juna's back from her inspection.
Nope.
Apologies, Troll. I'll look for him now.
Wait, I'm coming with you. Oh, good grief. Some things never change.
Nope.
Not that they should.
Where's Bass at?
So life has changed plenty for us. Yet somehow our captain's same as he ever was.
Come on, I've seen everyone else but Basilio. Where's he at? Yep, I knew it. I knew I was going to be in the honeybee.
Well, I might have got a bit too fresh with them stuck-up sanctists. But those bloody church folk been looking down on us for years, you know?
I'm just lending my ears to the common people.
Still, it was other sanctists what stepped in to keep things peaceable too. I reckon they're not all bad. Guess me cogs turning. They lost both their Santifex and the Saint Lady last year. Got their own struggles, I expect.
Mm-hmm. As authority weakens, power falls to the hands of those who have never wielded it. We must ensure it does not corrupt and give rise to new conflict.
Not like it excuses all of them or makes me want to go up and shake a sanctor's hand, but you really put some perspective on it.
You'll come to understand them. It was good talking to you.
It was good talking to you, too.
You know what, lad? You're all right. You ever need some good, honest work? I'll get you squared, eh?
I'm just sitting here, it's like, how do you not recognize the king? I mean, he's drunk, I get that, but still. I'm glad to see more optimism in the world. Still, it will take more than that to affect true change.
I should have known you'd be wandering around without your escorts again. How is it, being able to hear the city's honest thoughts?
Refreshing, I imagine.
If you told them you're the king, it'd knock them sideways. Sorry you ended up coming all this way. Maria's actually out on an errand right now.
Aww, that's too bad.
I see. That's too bad.
Are you that disappointed? She's a lucky one for such company. Either way, let's keep your head down. You know what happens when you're too obvious about this. Sooner or later, the Lady Captain of the Royal Guard
comes storming into the Honeybee Inn.
Oh, there you are. I knew we'd find you here, for crying out loud.
Phew. So you were here.
Speak of the devil.
Let us return, Your Majesty. And I thought I had informed you that Juna would be back from her expedition today.
I suppose I'll have no choice. I'll go back soon.
I have a few stops left in the city, though.
You do know I practically sprinted out the gates to find you. 'Tis settled. I shall come with you on every excursion.
God dang it. You have to get you some subtler clothes then.
Not dressed like that, you won't. You know how we like snooping around, inconspicuously.
Point taken.
He'll be fine. His Majesty is not about to fall prey to some alleyway scoundrel, surely.
And not with the power a king's eye can command.
Right, Your Majesty. If you see Maria about, do slow down for a chat. She'll be shattered if she finds out she just missed you.
Fine. Now, Your Majesty, once your business here is finished, please make sure you return to the palace with all swiftness.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Wait, what? Maria, where are you? Are you shitting me? I'm still playing?
This reminds me of the first time Maria went missing. It seems so long ago now. Or she might be praying in the Grand Cathedral, just like back then. Before heading for the Grand Cathedral, why not go talk to everyone else first? They're all in the royal capital to prepare for the new year, so let's go find them.
Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Alright. So question, do I? Oh yeah, I do. Oh, almost. Maria doesn't have a hangout. And poor Moore obviously doesn't. Poor Moore. Wait, what did this say? Took the form of the past king's youthful self, but forgot his true identity. Only his cat remains in town, huh? Well, time to start hanging out with the party members one last time. And hey, look, Hulkenberg's right here.
Come now.
When you've finished your business outside the palace, please promise me you'll return to resume your duties, Your Majesty. If you take this as my pressuring you not to venture out, that's not it at all. Only that as captain of the Royal Guard, I must know your whereabouts at all times.
Relax, Hulkenberg. You needn't be so serious. Lighten up, maybe.
You mean to say I am too fussy? Well, 'tis only proper for the captain of the Royal Guard to be fussy. To be over-familiar would set a poor example. Imagine the scandalized faces of the rank-and-file guard.
Of course.
That said, not a day goes by that I don't reflect on our travels now only a year past. I owe regaining my pride as a knight to that journey. I was but a wanderer searching in vain for the prince, and it was through you I learned he yet lived, and it was you. And in the end, it was your ascent to the throne I supported.
And so?
I never tire of the faces the younger guards make when I tell them of the time you acted as witness to my duel.
Radanth. Brings back memories, yeah. Yep.
Yes, thanks to you, I was able to face him with eyes forward and put my past behind me. I'm pleased to say the knights of today are nothing like what they were under Radanth's command. So just take up their sword not for those in power, but for the people. And as the champion of the people yourself, we will do all in our power to protect you, our king.
Well...
Now, you do not make it easy by sneaking out of the palace as you do, though I suspect the soldiers are getting used to all chaotic tendencies. They know they protect not just a king, but a ruler who stands beside his people and hears their voices in clarion truth.
This I vow.
I will protect you with my life, as I have always endeavored to do so, Your Majesty. Only let me stay by your side to do so, please.
What do you want to do?
There's still other people we can talk to, but do you want to go see Maria now?
No, I see. Maria's the end. Stroll, that outfit, I swear. Hey. Skulking about the city again, are we? Which is to say, Hulkenberg is on the hunt. The classic game of cat and mouse, though who is which I dare not say. It's been a year since you ascended to the throne, but it's like you've hardly changed. I could say the same of you. Should I be more pretentious then? You haven't changed much either, Stroll. That's Lord or General Stroll, Your Majesty. I'll never get used to such titles. I really should take a page from Juna's book. She has a gift for delegating, like she was born to do so. And not that I can talk. I actually came out for a bit of a breather myself.
Even so.
You know, I see now that even those at the top have their struggles a little too clearly. A general's duties feel overwhelming at times. But there are lives hanging in the balance. I recognize the weight of every decision I make, and I do find satisfaction in protecting those lives.
Hey.
Remember our first meeting back at the recruitment center? I, a fallen noble, with nothing to my name, and you, a struggling elder traveler. Back then, my only goal was getting ahead. My people were little more than an afterthought. If I hadn't met you, I'd have never realized the truth about my fortune, my father's intentions, and I certainly couldn't have saved the Harlians.
Thank you.
I owe seeing the joy in their faces to you. I think I've said it before, but again, thank you. Give yourself some credit, man.
No.
I still owe any credit I could take to you for showing me the way. They live stable, peaceful lives thanks to you.
Hey.
You've a whole country on your shoulders now. The road ahead will be full of challenges we can't possibly foresee. But show me the way and I'll blaze the trail. Now and always, it's my role as a warrior to be the vanguard.
That's why.
Our titles may have changed, but I'd like to think our friendship is steadfast as ever. Don't hesitate to rely on me, now and always. Well, since I'm here and Katharina's here.
Hi there.
Oh, but if it ain't the big man himself. Good timing, mate. I just got back into town myself.
Ah, long time no see, Katsura.
Oh, hey, I've been out traveling since I took the reins on the Seekers Recon team. Hard to believe it's been half a year. And crazy doesn't even begin to describe what's beyond the sea. The sights, the magic, everything's so fantastic. I'm already itching to get back out there. Well, I'm not especially keen on dodging the bloody cannonballs if my ship gets too close, though. Lots of tension out there, but what country isn't a little tense? Everything from the customs to the way they think is so different my head spins. Makes all the tribal bickering seem right dull, if I can speak my mind. Oh, but this country's changing for the better. I'm glad I turned over the throne to you.
You turned it over? Appreciate it.
Hold on. Oh, come on, I'm just roasting you. After we knocked heads, I knew I could trust you with making the lives of us Parapus better than they was. All my cohort found jobs, and some of them have even picked up new skills from being out at sea so long. We made a right pirate crew even.
See you soon, I hope.
Ah, but don't you worry your kingly head. I've it all whipped up in a report for you. Do something proper kingish with it, yeah?
Alright, I'll shred it. Oh hey, Bass is here with Heisme.
Oh.
Well, I see our king is out on some personal business, eh? I believe Hulkenberg was searching for you. But I suppose it's none of my business who comes or goes. I'm on break myself. Only try not to frustrate your royal guards over much, They all take their duties quite seriously, much like their captain. Who am I kidding? A knight who smiles is surely a myth. That's become clear to me since becoming titled. What could have been more bizarre? A Ujif outcast, once a wanted criminal with a bounty on his head, made knight commander. There was of course some opposition at first, but the more heart-to-heart talks I've had, the more accepting they've become, albeit gradually. Times are changing. An outcast became king after all. They didn't look any further than the outcast who became their king.
True.
Indeed. You face no shortage of persecution, and look at you now. Grand titles and posts across the nation are no different, spread across all the tribes. I've realized over the past year just how much a nation is defined by its people. No matter how great a king, he alone does not a country make.
However,
yet he stands for those very people, as symbol and representative both. That the king and those around him are of mixed tribes. It has already caused a great shift in sentiment, even for those in the rural villages. Yeah, how's your hometown doing, buddy?
Yes.
Yes, indeed. They had shut themselves away, and now they actively engage with other villagers. Your coronation inspired that village to greater heights. It could be proved that barriers can be broken, and that even they could take the first step. New winds are blowing in every corner of this country. I'll have to make another trip back home with my son to see the changes for myself soon enough. And someday, I hope distant generations will grow up only knowing conflict more than tribal differences from history books.
We shall.
We've a ways to go before that day comes, but until it does, let us forge the path towards it, Your Majesty. Hey, Bass. Hey, hot inspecting again. Seems a right pain to me, but I appreciate you going to all the effort. Making your rounds.
Hey.
Yeah, Captain of the Tradian Brigade reported in, and I'm pleased to report that there's nothing to report, Your Majesty. So, I'm taking a break. A bit of a mouthful in it. Still not used to calling myself a captain besides. We've even taken in some survivors from Luis's troops, you know. Ah, but don't you worry. I got 2 eyes on them even when I ain't looking.
But
way I see it, they weren't the ones trying to make the world worse. I just gotta show them how power's supposed to be used, yeah? I owe it to you that there's less discrimination in the city these days. Fewer and fewer are turning to a life of crime to make ends meet. If Del could see Grand Trad today, his eyes would bug out. And not just Del. A lot of the guys who didn't make it. Yeah, poor Vinka.
Yeah.
You remember him? Those damned experiments trapped him in a vengeance he couldn't see past. But I feel like even he might have smiled seeing what I'm up to now. We built this piece with a lot of blood and tears. So I say those of us who made it this far owe it to all of them what didn't to protect it. Maybe I got nothing to report today. But it's not like bad people just stop being bad just because you're king now.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've been through a lot though. So thanks for not giving up on us. Or the world for that matter. You spot any trouble that I didn't spot first, you just point me at it. I'll solve it quick like. Oh? There's another one here too? Oh! Alonzo!
Pleasure to see you.
Why, hello, Your Majesty. It's only been a year since your coronation, but I see you've become quite apt at sneaking away from your palatial duties. Under constant fire from knaves of all trades, con artists and critics alike, your opening act has been rather tumultuous, no? I hadn't noticed. How kingly an answer. Never missing an opportunity to display how capable you are. Commendable. And besides, most of these agitators are the kind of scum that stirs the pot in hopes that they might benefit from the country's turmoil. Nothing I couldn't handle, of course. All in a day's work for the Royal Adjutant to the Citizens' Council.
Quite an ally I've made, I should hope.
Hey.
I wonder if my mother would be the slightest bit proud to see what I've become. That I'm doing my damnedest to use my talents for good, as I always should have.
I'm sure she would, yeah, exactly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Yes.
Oh, I hope so. I was such a problem child. I'd like to make this a country where honest folk like my mother can be happy.
Now that you mention it...
Ah, that reminds me. Do you remember Dataro, my hometown's landowner? He told me to send you his regards. He's since confessed his crimes and is awaiting trial. You were the one who awakened his conscience, apparently. It makes sense, doesn't it? You've proven your ideals to be true. That's why the country is doing so well. There's nothing more to it.
Thank you.
I'm hardly qualified to speak of pride, but if this country has one, it's you, and I am proud to be among its people. Perhaps under your rule, the day will come that even we Nidia can walk about freely in our true forms. Ah, you're curious what I look like in my true form. I'd be happy to oblige, but let's save that for another time, shall we?
Aw, I don't get to see Chibi Alonso. Aw. Speaking of Lalafels, how are you doing, Juna?
My king.
Oh, there you are, Zeta. Heard you were in town, so I decided to see if we might cross paths. I have so much to tell you about my inspection, so I'm afraid you'll need to clear your diary for me soon.
Bring any souvenirs?
In that case.
Gosh.
Oh, let's just focus on the report. Oh, don't worry, I'll give you just the gist. Firstly,
Well?
the Mage Academy's reconstruction is going swimmingly. Repairs are in full swing, and we're already processing admissions. I must say, I'm still surprised you appointed me of all people to be the Academy's headmistress.
Why are you that surprised? The masked dancer is a mage powerhouse.
I was rather looking forward to going back on tour as a songstress. Oh, and shall I introduce you to my furry little friend? I scooped him up in the Academy of all places.
Oh god, I didn't notice Plateau was sitting there.
During the reconstruction, they stumbled on this little guy in some kind of observatory supposedly used by a king long ago. Considering the igniter around his neck, I'm sure he was being taken care of. I mean, there's no way a cat could survive alone in that gold now, could he?
So...
Regardless, a mysterious kitty is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the Academy. All that knowledge was lost when it fell, so it's hard to start from scratch. It may even be hiding secrets as big as the Dragon Temple or the Sanctum. Oh, and I'm keeping the cat. Feels like fate, you know?
Speaking of which...
And speaking of fate, on my way back, I met up with Myrtis.
Ah, she's well, I trust.
Yeah.
Oh, more than well. Her throat has been fine, and she's a fairly prominent singer about town now. We both just keep soaring to new heights. Her in music, and me coming face to face with magic again.
Hey!
Oh, sure you remember. Music was the first magic born in this world, yes?
Yeah, like Gallica would ever let me forget that.
When the heart expresses itself through music, it moves the hearts of others. And when they make hearts swell, why, there's no end to the magic. So just you watch. With music and magic at my side, I'm going to change the world. All will have equal opportunity to hone their talents at the Mage Academy. Our doors are open to all. That's what my sister would have wanted. And if it makes the world a better place, why isn't that just grand?
Magic.
Rilla taught me that magic is more than a tool. It's in all of us, deep in our hearts.
Oh, Yufa, how are things going?
Greetings.
Working hard as ever, Zeta. Were you going about town and listening to what the people have to say again? Myself, I've just come from the Crown Court, where I've been consulting with the people about their grievances and disputes as Chief Magistrate.
Our court has time for that? Shouldn't you delegate that?
Well...
Yes, of course.
Oh, in the past, we were busy with cases of violence and theft, but those have decreased remarkably.
In truth.
As you're undoubtedly aware, in the past many citizens were sentenced to hang without so much as a trial.
Alas.
I'm pleased to report things are different now. Anyone, regardless of race or status, can tell their side of the story in court and be judged equally and fairly. It just goes to show anything is possible, even for a priestess to become a chief magistrate. And my brother is making great strides as village chief. He rather hated the role before, but he's truly found his calling, I think.
The reason is...
As I said, no one knows what the future holds. It's all the more reason I try to guide people to good choices. I want to live in a society that practices kindness, where those who suffer need not turn to crime. And so I practice what I preach.
Now that you mention it...
The other day, I went to visit Ovi's church to inquire with those who are sick about how the kingdom can be more accessible to them.
How is Ovi? Is he doing good?
Very well.
Oh yes, we practiced dancing together, and then we showed her mother. All of them are ready to ease into working again. Hearing them made me reflect upon all the people who still need our help. Until now, the only hope those people had was God, and, well, we all saw how useful that was.
I do believe...
I want to fight for them to have options under laws and systems that they can rely on in addition to higher powers. A country where all tribes with all their values can join hands in harmony. That's what we need.
Because...
You aim to achieve that too, yes, Your Majesty? I hope you'll allow me to keep walking alongside you in this.
Aw. No mention of the handshake, though. I'm a little surprised. Nereus, it's so weird to see you outside of the Gauntlet Runner, man.
What brings His Royal Majesty here? Come to feel the wind on your face too, have you? I know how it is. I've the fancy old title of Chief Engineer of the Kingdom Infrastructure Development Bureau and can research as I please now. But something's missing. So I threw off that old stuffy uniform and come to gaze upon the runner in the way I do.
I know how you feel.
About that.
I feel like I know what you mean when you say something's missing.
Oh.
I knew you'd agree. I think my bones are aching to feel the wind. I rather miss the days of dashing hither and thither in the runner. Oh, not that I'm ungrateful for the gracious title you've given to the man who used to skulk about, modifying gauntlet runners. Oh, you haven't seen anything yet, though. Why, one day I'll invent a teleportation device that will deliver fresh fish straight from Oceania to your palatial plates. It would change the world, wouldn't you say? I'm just a bit, stuck. At the beginning, on the development stage, and the planning, and the parts, and everything, really.
Indeed.
And it's times like these I need stimulation of the mind. You have anything that might do the trick?
Do I smell another relic hunt?
Oh, don't pretend you didn't enjoy it. Every time you'd pop back in with one, I remember how I could hardly contain my excitement. I do so miss traveling like that. Even if the relics themselves were better off left untouched, they become the guiding principles of my research, you know. Convenience is important, but one must consider safety and the effects it might have on the world. An engineer who dumps a burden on future generations is no engineer at all.
However...
Still, it's no small feat to design with a perfect balance of safe and revolutionary. Even I struggle with it, and I'm a bloody genius. I knew it. What I need is stimulation. Now, Your Majesty, I know. You like the soul-shaking speed and quiver of a drive engine. You'll let me know if you ever want to go out for a spin, won't you? Our dear old girl's sparkling clean and always ready for takeoff.
You know, I probably do owe Maria a ride on the Gauntlet Runner. Varden, huh. I figured I'd just get to see him, but I'm surprised to see him in Grand Trad.
That's something.
Oh, what an unexpected coincidence, Your Majesty. No God's with you today. Don't worry, I'm not that ill. I myself just left the meeting go and how the provincial governments are doing. We convened for the new year. You must be busy these days. How are things in Martyria? Oh, it's as lively as it used to be. And we owe it all to you, Your Majesty. That dodgy mess you cleaned for us feels like ancient history now. And I'm pleased to report, as head of the provincial lords, it's nothing but good news reaching my ears. Better relations between towns as employment up and overall welfare too. Each town has specialties and wisdom to offer, and when we combine our heads, there's no problem we can't solve. I just feel so blessed to be part of it. I know I made some blunders when I first stepped into the governor's role, but I'm happy to share my feelings so others don't repeat my mistakes. That brings me back.
Got to say,
I know I was a bit trying to do too much on my own back then, and I got a bit overzealous. Of course, some lords are like I was once, and would rather manage things at their sole discretion than leave things to the people. And yes, taking every matter to public opinion can be laborious, what with all the proceedings and disputes.
Then again.
Still, changing our own lives with our own hands makes the process worth the trouble.
Brilliant.
That choosing a king of our own will was all the inspiration we needed for change, it seems.
Alright, I only got one more person to talk to, and that's Brigetta. No surprise I'd find you in front of your shop.
The king himself, out browsing the shops. Perhaps I need to draft up a royal certificate of appointment. Tell the world we supply goods to the royal family.
Aw, you're embarrassing me. Any recommendations?
Oh, one igniter in particular, in fact. Though I'm afraid we're all sold out of it at the moment. The igniter I made at the children's request, the one that lights up with rainbow colors, is selling startlingly well. The store was packed with families and children.
Say.
I now hold a position where I control the distribution of all manner of goods throughout the kingdom as the head of the Igniter Consortium. I can't help but think that if I'd been in this position sooner, that the church's violence, the tragedy of that village could have been prevented.
It wasn't your fault. Let's focus on the present, yeah. What matters now is we move forward though, right?
Yes.
Oh, indeed. I can dwell on the past all I wish, but it won't change it. The future, on the other hand, I took up this post after I was nominated by my colleagues. In other words, I suppose that means people have expectations of me, and that I too am a spoke in the wheel of change. Our new king has changed this country for the better. However, as a former arms dealer, it would be naive to think all weapons can ever disappear from this world.
Yet,
it's all the more reason I hope that the reason for people to wield them continue to decline. To that end, I'll continue doing all that I possibly can with all that I am, just as you do.
Speaking of...
Ah, yes. Do you remember my dog? I found the ones who took her. Naturally, I considered ending their lives. But there she was, sitting beside them. Evidently, they could not bring themselves to harm such a sweet creature, so they decided to keep her instead.
Aw, thank you. I am so glad they did not kill the dog.
I had no choice but to spare their lives. I couldn't subject the gentle dog to the atrocities I'd commit in her name. Oh, you should come play with us sometime. I'm sure she remembers you.
Aw. Well, that takes care of everything. All that's left now is to go find Maria.
So?
Ah, here we are.
I think we've heard all we can from the people. Should we head to where Maria is?
Yes.
That reminds me.
Being here sure brings back memories. You remember how we came here looking for Maria before the tournament for the throne? Oh, she was crying back then, though.
Yeah, she was, but she's happy now. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can say that again? This country's turned around since then. No doubts about it. I'm sure there will always be differences of opinion, but your ideas are really coming to fruition now. I can feel it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that reminds me. What's up with the book you're carrying around now? Is that the one you've been working on yourself? Oh, I'm excited to see what kind of fantasy you can conjure up. Oh, but maybe that's not even the word for it. After all, if you're the one putting it in ink, that means you're going to make it a reality someday. Now then, Your Majesty, shall we get going?
Mm-hmm. I'm writing my own book, huh? Like father, like son, I suppose. Hi, Maria.
Oh, hello there. Oh, right. I suppose now I should call you Your Majesty. You know, I was just telling Papa, even through all that mess, everyone's really been working hard.
Is our country any better now? Am I keeping my promise?
Am I keeping my promise properly from back then?
Yes, you beat the villain, and now the city's full of smiles. And I'm sure Papa's smiling down on you too.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
That's good. Hearing that from you really lifts my heart.
It's a joy to see kids like her smile. The future changes slowly, and the burden of its momentum will fall on their shoulders one day.
Don't worry. I'll try to do my part with what I've got. I want to help everyone understand that the world could be a better place if we can join hands with one another.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Fabian's fed so many hungry people since things changed. Some of those people even said they found their place there. I think I did too.
Oh?
If we can all change together for the better like that, we'll be closer to Your Majesty's and Papa's dream.
A place where I ought to be. A side of myself I ought to show. The path is never clear.
And I want to help with something too. I want everyone across the land to be able to smile.
I'm counting on you. You make a trusty advisor.
Yes. I expect great things, trusty advisor.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Majesty. Oh. Thank you, Your Majesty.
We should be the ones thanking her. Feels like I can see the entire country's future in her smile.
Oh, hey, Stroll. Oh, the whole gang's here.
Everyone.
Long time no see. How have you been?
As we find ourselves afield, I thought I might visit Alsace myself.
Hold on a tick. Those people there. Surely not.
Oh yeah, now they recognize me.
Naturally, we're drawing attention. We didn't all have to go at once.
Needn't fuss, old thing. It's been too long since we were all together again anyway.
Yeah, that's true enough. Man, this is a long epilogue.
Lady Tudor, did she really come all this way in a runner? Could have asked His Majesty to pop over and bring you back with a teleport or two.
The unmitigated nerve.
Oh, it's fine. I wanted to take in our country as it is. It's definitely a little rougher outside the capital's walls. There's still traces of melancholia around, and the odd human roaming about.
We're sending soldiers out for every incident we can. But It's not easy to hear the voice of the people from more distant regions.
Sounds like we gotta invent some telecommunications thing. Get on it, nurse.
I guess it's obvious. But just because you're king now doesn't make you suddenly all-seeing.
Mm-hmm.
A lesson I learned last year. In the end, I was blind to a great deal of this world. Never would have learned if I hadn't pushed out the door and seen it with my own eyes.
Idea? He's right. The capital can be a bit of a bubble. There will always be more to do and learn beyond its walls. Road trip!
A year ago, I would have just said we could fly over ourselves. I mean, let's be real. The capital isn't gonna fall apart if we just sneak over for a little tour, is it?
Of course not. We specifically put precautions in place to keep things running.
Yet it has only been 1 year. We cannot be too complacent too soon, lest the dissidents seize on the opportunity.
Oh, there he is! Over there! See? I told you, that's His Majesty, innit?
Yes, crap.
Might have been a bit too obvious. Oi there, Your Majesty!
You dare hoy the king? You swine!
Down, girl.
Steady on, Hockenberg, calm. You needn't draw steel on the poor fellow. We're the ones who indulged in this little day trip.
Your Majesty, thanks for all you do, really. Have to say, my life's a lot easier now.
There's more work to do every day. But we're in this together. We believe in you. Everyone's so supportive. Kind of brings back memories from last year.
Rather. It's the sort of thing to get a chap all misty-eyed over the past. What a journey it was.
We really did just leg it up and down the country slaying dragons, eh? Can't believe we actually survived it.
They were dangerous times, but exciting ones too.
When we fought to appease the dragon god, I had no idea we would have to face another 4 dragons.
Huh. Wow, we're even commenting on those quest lines.
Nor I. Never thought the day would come when I'd be hailed as a dragon slayer. Life is full of surprises.
Right.
I resolved to believe in my ideals no matter what may come even back then. Even if the world is slow to change, a king's beliefs can never waver.
It was a hard road, but we did have fun together, didn't we?
That we did.
Looks like we're drawing a crowd. Time to get back to work.
Indeed. A veritable mountain of tasks awaits us, and I will see it crested.
Yep, back to paperwork. Everybody's favorite.
And not long after, the new year dawned.
Some days later. Boy, this is a long epilogue. I was not expecting this. Oh, we are planning a road trip, apparently.
A journey? Are you really planning on leaving us?
I won't force you to come. There's more I have to see.
There's more I have to see. With my own eyes.
You want to know what's going on in the world, huh? Well, I guess you are the king.
Sounds like fun, but a daily jaunt down to the slums is one thing, and a proper journey is quite another.
Ain't that the truth?
You're a king now, lad. You've got the people's expectations on your shoulders. It's all right to just sit on your throne and mind the home front, you know?
I don't care to be kingly. I just want to do what I can.
I want to do what I can for the people. If that's not kingly, then the crown's just slowing me down.
Come on, this is no time for jokes.
Never the fearless gadabout, eh? Well, I take your point, lad. Magler and the humans make a fine barometer for the anxiety still swirling in the country. So you go out and give it a proper survey, where it is and how much is there. If people can't face their anxieties, they can't keep their eyes forward. And if they can't do that, we'll have a bally hard time moving forward as a nation or a people.
Yeah, we don't need another overabundance of melancholia again.
So you want to get a better grasp of it all. That's your most important duty as a ruler. That's what you're thinking, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Even the most faraway future begins with the belief that it can be realized. So I'll press onward. That's the best I can do.
If that was your plan, you could have just said so.
What? I thought it was obvious.
Sounds like a fine idea to me. A proper spot of fun, besides. Wouldn't expect any less from our king and captain. Well, since I'm the ballet court engineer, I've no choice but to come along. I'm the only driver fit to maneuver the Royal Skyrunner after all.
Yeah, speaking of, have you been busy making more of these things?
And why, you're the Dragon Slayer King. Bane of monsters all across the country. When I imagine what sort of wondrous encounters you've got next, well, I'm all agog. Yes, here begins our quest anew. Let us sally forth upon our... hello? Are you not listening to me?
Oh god, the whole crew's there, aren't they? Oh, no.
Sire, you've really got to stop chasing these ideas all on your own. You'll be the death of us.
Back in the travel outfits.
Once again, sire, I've asked you countless times to give word if you're to leave the castle. Such caprice.
Nurse, don't tell me you called for them beforehand.
Saved us a bit of time, eh? Though, hello, what's this? I count only 2 of the 6 partisans. Short a few spears.
For my part, I believe 'tis unrealistic for all of us to depart the capital together.
Oh, so you have no plans to stop our little adventure, eh?
Hulkenberg and I talked it over. We decided that if you insist on going, we'd rather go with you than stop you.
Mm-hmm. Kind of figured as much. You sure? I'm glad, but yeah.
Are you sure about this?
I was thinking back to our last fight with Luis. So many people supported us, but not for any high-minded ideals or arguments.
They were supporting us because we were actively fighting a monster on their behalf. In the end, people make choices based on their personal experience and emotion. Even if decided justly and supported by prosperity, the people may struggle to trust a king whose face they do not know. An invisible ruler is no cure for their fears.
That is very true.
Right. I'm not opposed to the idea of getting out into the world again. Really, it might be the wisest move to make sure you're a king everyone knows.
My friends and allies believe as I do. Their support is the greatest treasure I could have.
Still, this early into the new year, 'tis never a dull moment in your Majesty's employ.
Bit of a smaller party than we last set out with, huh? But it's a pleasure to be on the road again with you.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure the others will trickle in here.
Okay, but can we really afford to have both our general and the Royal Guard's captain coming along for this?
'Tis natural course for the Royal Guard to accompany the king. And I trust my corps is not so feeble that it will fall apart in my absence.
Yeah. Plus, Heisme is there to keep them in line.
We'll make it work. Got to learn to trust others and delegate, right? We'll just have to lead by example.
Ah, thank you. Then let's go.
Right then, let's go.
You once heard my voice and answered a query in kind. Is fantasy a powerless creation? That timeless question. So long as life remains in the world, we seekers all shall search for our answer. But he will find his. Of that I am certain. And it is thanks to you for believing in and guiding him. That was the true purpose of my royal magic, you know. To seek and obtain guidance from denizens of a land beyond ours.
Oh.
A land that has not yet lost hope.
That's a cute way to tie that in.
And it was you who answered the call. Armed with your hope, armed with the power of fantasy, you rose in glory. Such courage, such whimsy, and yes, what thrills.
And what a fourth wall break at the last minute.
You have my sincerest thanks.
Ah. Oh. One last cutscene. Really? I thought we'd be flying.
Feels familiar. It's been far too long.
Aye, the wind feels an echo of days past.
Unusually poetic for you.
Oh, god dang it. You little shit, Heismay.
Awful, aren't they? They would have left us behind.
I should have known you rest of you would be
We're
here.
in a position to talk, having followed straight after, saying we could just teleport back.
Well, hey, we figured the kids might want to change your scenery, like.
Yes! We brought Maria! Oh my gosh! Look at her!
Poetic indeed. That the scepter's absence restored order to Magla, and even greenery to the sands.
Oh.
I'll say, I definitely like this view better.
Oh my goodness. I'm still surprised we're running. Come on, I thought this thing could freaking fly. Well, my friends, that is gonna wrap up this game. I suppose it's time for final thoughts, and what can I say beyond this game is a frigging masterpiece, and I am astounded that it does not win Game of the Year last year. I am. I get it's hard for RPGs to win Game of the Year. It always is. They don't have the spectacle. They don't have the wow factor a lot of people get on. But this game was amazing. I have almost no complaints about this game whatsoever. My only issue, and it's an itty bitty one, is just a bit of pacing in a couple of the dungeons. Specifically, I'm thinking of the Dragon Temple. That place was a slog. One more Magla Hollow, please. That's all I ask. One more Magla Hollow there. But everything else, this game is freaking amazing. The music, the writing. God, no wonder this got best narrative. It's gonna be a long time before we see another masterpiece like this. I love that Atlus is literally considering this their third pillar. Like, they've got the Shin Megami games, and then they've got the Persona games, and now they're considering this their third pillar. And it deserves it. It freaking deserves it. This, like, the way they implemented the press turn system and the archetype system is beautiful. I wish, though, that the archetypes were a little more, I don't know what the best way to describe this. It's not that they're not useful. No, they're ungodly useful. It feels like too many characters are stuck in their roles. And it's kind of hard to shake them out of it. Like, Basilio will always be a physical attacker. Juno will always be a magic powerhouse. Hulkenberg's always going to be a tank. Like, they're stuck in their roles, and it takes so long and so much effort just to get to their royals, and the royals are freaking broken. Just leave it at that. You need those royals. They are super powered. But it just feels like that. I wanted a little more variety. I don't know, maybe it's just because it's a small character driven as opposed to be like a larger unit driven thing, something like Valkyria Chronicles or Fire Emblem where you could have that bigger variety. I think that's just the nature of this game. And I'm okay with that. Can I skip this? Is the stupid topic question. I cannot. The Great
Dear
Seeker.
Guest, from a world I shall never know. In your eyes, I know our journey was ultimately a fiction. However, I hope your memories of this fantastical adventure burn as bright in your reality. I hope the promise of our world echoes in you. With all my heart, I hope that fantasy gives you strength.
Oh, wow, we get another animated cutscene. Whoa. That looks like something from the old world.
Look at that. The rubble's just bait for tourists now.
I never expected a view like this.
Let's see it all. Let's see the world.
Yeah.
Don't mind me, just
a new journey now beckons.
Writing my own fan fiction.
In days of eld, the people prospered and perished in turn. Struck by their ways, I wrote a book of my dearest ideas. A tale of fantasy. In my vision, they placed their trust, and so the kingdom breathed new life.
The strength to believe in the unknown, that can change everything. Without a doubt, you will face all sorts of trials ahead. But carry onward with all your heart. Onward, fearless, into a world unknown.
Fantasy lives on. And that's it, I imagine. Woo! Dude, this game was a blast. Coronation of the King. By saving your clear data, certain things can transfer over as is to a new game. You can transfer currently owned items, but some exceptions. Money, Mog, Royal Virtues, scanned enemies, memorandum, archetype statuses, and total playtime. Oh, that's cool. You get a lot. Save clear data. Yeah, I'm definitely saving a clear data. I know there's a super boss if I want to play this whole game over again. My God, after 90 hours. It took me 90 hours to beat this monster of a game. Holy crap. Whew. Well, my friends, that is going to be it for this one. I suppose the only thing left to do is discuss what we're playing next. And that one, well, let's just say nobody's going to guess what I'm playing next. Well, one of the two things, because we're going to go back to 2 games after this. I wanted to get to my new metaphor was going to be a monster of a game. The next 2, one of them's going to be very short. The other one should be a little more of a standard length as I try and fill the gaps until Dawn Trail gives us some more content. And the next big game that I'm waiting on comes out, I want to say in about 6 weeks or so. I don't know how long is it until the end of February and Monster Hunter Wilds comes out, because I am super looking forward to some Monster Hunter Wilds. But until then, my friends, well, we'll just have to find a few other things to play, and I have a couple good ideas. So, if you have enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite, and subscribe to join me for more amazing, just outright amazing games like this and many others. And as always, I'll see you in the next series.